What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I want to go ahead and get y'all live, let folks know that we're live. I want to make sure everything's working on the computer end. Hey, Amy. Hey, Facebook user. It won't show your name on this side. But hey. What's up, Erica Kane, admin extraordinaire? Y'all give me just a second. I'm going to make sure that this pulls up on the big screen too so we can see y'all's comments and stuff. Welcome to the lab. All right, so I'm going to get this set up on the TV. I'm just going to turn YouTube and turn the volume down. And I'll probably turn this TV or I can do both. Who's you don't have your office. Okay, there's clean up. Okie doke. All right. I'm back. All right, let's see who's in the building. Hey, Coach Sharon, LaQuisha, what's up, love? See, Facebook user, I can't see your name, but hey. Tina, hey, love. Happy holiday. Hello. Rosie, Lucretia, Miss Sexy MS, Trinity Lioness Couture, hey, loves. Coach Deshanta, hey. What's up, Harry? It's so good to see y'all. And just to let you know, tonight we're going to demo the Automizer. So if y'all been waiting for that for the cut and sew for the short sleeve t-shirts, we are going to demonstrate that tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now we're just live in the lab, going to show you some of our shenanigans. And we got some all over shirts we're working on. We have Coach Toya, and we also have Ashley in the building, and they're gonna be the ones showcasing today. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce them and get them on. Come on. All right, so y'all come on over here, show these beautiful faces. Come on, Ash Mash. There you go, baby. Okay. All right, so these are the beautiful faces that y'all are going to be seeing today in the place. They're going to be we're doing some uniform shirts right now. So we figured why not bring you along for the ride? That way, if y'all have questions about the buddy, the all over pressing, any of that stuff, you'll be able to ask the questions live. Okay. So let's see. What's up, Trey? Alicia, Libra. Hey, babies. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's do it. Okay, and this is on wheels, so y'all feel free to roll that wherever you see. And Ash, you're so cute your shirt. I love it. Y'all show off your shirts real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So Toya's sporting the last night's class was that 165. Mm-hmm. So this is the Super Bowl design. So if you missed that, catch the replay. Ash, what you got on? What you got on?
I was ready in there.
Come on. For sure, because they haven't seen this one yet. So this one, we're getting ready to press it today. This is Pops. He says, you got to coordinate. Yeah. So if y'all don't know that reference, we're going to teach you today, okay? So y'all go ahead and make sure that you ask questions. I'm going to go onto the computer where I can see your questions, and then that way I can ask them out loud if y'all can't see them. So Ash, you'll probably have to read for right now, like when there's little comments there on the phone. And make sure that the view is good, because right now you might be cutting some stuff off. I think you could. All right, let's change angle just a little bit. I'm going to bring this down just a little. Maybe I lied. Maybe it's not down, maybe it's up. I need to bring it. All right, so y'all make sure y'all talk to the good folks. Let them know what you're doing. And you may like when she's like over to another area, just kind of follow her a little bit with the camera. What's that? Come on, y'all. Don't be shy. Hold on, y'all. I need y'all. I need a little help. Hold on. Let me. I need y'all's help. Okay, listen. The lab babies are being shy, so I need y'all to help me warm up things for the lab babies. Okay.
I guess, right?
All right. So listen. We need some hey Coach Toyas. We need some hey Ashley. So let's welcome them on first. I tried to start them off cold. Hey, get over here and work on this camera. See, hello. They're saying hello. Erica talking about nope, we shy. So listen, I know this. I'm shy too, y'all. If y'all don't know that about me, I'm extremely shy. I am extremely an introvert unless I just happen to be like, kind of an expert at something because I love to teach. So when people want to learn, it opens me up out of my little shell. Okay. So I can, as long as I am teaching something, I'm an extrovert. But any other time you see me, I'm the one looking mean in the club. I don't even like to dance. I'm just standing there trying to be cute and probably looking like nobody can even come approach me. Like, that's usually my face. But when I get to be around my loves who love to learn, I just open up. Okay. Yep. Hey, Coach Toya saying, let's get it. Let's see the magic happen. That's what Trey says. Good afternoon, Lemieux. Am I saying that right? If I'm not, let me know. Let me know. Okay, so I get warmed up right now. And what are we pressing? What size shirt?
This is the adult large.
Okay, adult large shirt. It's on the large format press, but we still use the buddy because it allows us to have greater space there. So when we're pressing the larger shirts. Michelle says, hey, Ashley and Coach Toya, you got this. Hey. Yes, they got it. They got it. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure the ladies appreciate it too. All right. And I'll go ahead and bring you a little bit closer so you can see what they're doing with the buddy system. And also the inserts. You got some socks going on there. Let's see. What can you see? Yep. Y'all can see right there. Perfect. And then if y'all need to glance over here, you can see on the TV as well. I don't want to see my little mask. I can't wait to see myself either.
What?
I wonder why I won't show there's the live chat is on there. So maybe I can put the live chat on the TV. All right. So y'all make sure that y'all talk to the folks, let them know what you're doing as you're doing, just like a cooking show. Okay. So whatever you have in your hand, just show them what the substrate is. What are y'all working
Somebody
on?
said, "What's the buddy system?"
Oh, what is the buddy system?
What is the buddy
Would
system?
you like to explain, since you've been the expert lately?
The buddy system is a cart that actually allows you to press an all-over shirt without using the board. And you have full access to your shirt while moving the cart along on your press, even working on a smaller heat press. I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's so the buddy, you can actually roll it left to right, especially when you're on your 16 by 20 press. The same way it fits here is also how it fits over here on the 16 by 20 press, and I'll show you that real quick. So the 16 by 20 is right next to it. So we use the buddy on both of those. We just happen to be doing the large format because it saves time and energy and presses, but we can use the same buddy system to press full all over shirts, up to 5X's on the 16 by 20 press. And you'll also see that they're using the inserts inside of the shirt. So those are custom made 21M jigs, but they also work for, somebody's also said that they work for the cricket shirts and the vapor shirts as well. So if you all know, if you use the 21M inserts and you use different shirts, let me know so I can let people know if they work for other shirts.
And no, we do not pre-press all the time using the jigs.
Yes.
We use the jigs. So.
Good deal. So that's another thing. The jigs are also called the Wrinkle Eliminators, and they help to not have to pre-press, and also to get rid of those pesky wrinkles that occur around the collar, underneath the armpits. So right now what they're doing is they're setting up a pair of socks and a mask as well as the shirt at the same time. Oh, the comments do pop up on the screen. They just pop up too small. So happy holidays, sis. Thank you. Now, as you're doing stuff, let them know what you're doing. Kind of talk out loud and let them know that you're placing the cover paper. What you're doing right now?
Yeah, getting ready to let the heat press down. I was just checking to make sure everything was underneath on the button. Because sometimes we have something to Oh no, we have any questions.
Let's see. Rosie asks, are the legs adjustable?
Yes, they are.
Awesome. Rosie says, genius idea. Thank you, Rosie. Rosie, I said thank you.
Yes, thank you. She says thank you.
So you can use it to
All right. Can you see the comments?
It says it. Can they purchase a new top if needed?
You know what? I can put that on the site, but really, unless Trey, did you do something to your top? If you didn't, and you just assume that something could happen, Yes, you can damage your top, and I will. I'll put replacement top on there. Ooh, looks good.
That's enough, or you want me to do a little more heat?
Let's do. Let me see. That's probably not. As long as the collar is good, we're good. But just do a little, maybe a little more time on the next one if you want to get in there. Yeah, it looks good. Can y'all see the design there? Let's see. Let me bring y'all in a little bit. So this is 157, right? 157, and this is you got to coordinate. Y'all see that? It's got some leopard print, some camo in there, and some CMYK roses. Y'all know I got to do my CMYK colors to show off these true colors. All right, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Let y'all see. Now it is hot, so they're gonna flip right now. And just be careful under that heat. Mm-hmm. So now that we're flipping, we'll be able to place the print on the back side. And make sure you put your wedge on the back side, because I always forget about the wedge on the back side, and then I end up putting some ink on my inserts. And as Coach Erica was telling y'all the other day, that ink on those inserts is not what you want, because that ink can transfer into the next shirt. So you want to keep it clean. I like to use the masking tape at the bottom, and then and on the sleeves, and then I just use paper for the neck. Perfect. All right, so it's time for that back print there. Good. Let's see. So Trey, message me on the, do the contact us on the business page so I can send you the link for just the buddy tabletop. So I'll go ahead and get that prepared for you. The price point on the buddy is $400. And it comes with it comes kind of pre-assembled, but you have to assemble the top frame, and then you have to put the install the top on. But you get everything that you need to make it work, and it's very lightweight. It does not collapse. So when you want to take it apart, you can take the legs off. And once you take the legs off, it's just the tabletop frame. But you just want to make sure it's like a drum. So, you know, your drum top, you do not want to puncture it. You don't want to place anything heavy on it. It is strictly meant for paper and one shirt at a time. And the beautiful thing about the buddy, we're using the 36 by 44 cut sheets as well, so that everything just lines up precisely, and you don't have to worry about whether your shirt is straight, whether your print's in the middle. That's why we call it a system, because everything is lined up and works in tandem. All right, yes. Talk out loud so folks can hear what y'all doing.
Nothing. We're just making sure everything's straight here with using the button on the.
All right, so tell them. Why you telling me? You sound like, you know, you been trying to make the kids say that Easter speech, and they're like, "Well, I can say it to you, but I don't know how to say it to them." It's the same thing. Okay, so let's see what questions we have here.
We just making sure we get stuff straight. You know how to
the
say
link for the 36 by 44 sheets?
Yes.
Yes,
Angle,
I'll find that for you. Meanwhile, I am preparing the list of all of the stuff y'all asked me for. So I don't know how well y'all can hear me because I'm kind of yelling to the camera over there. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Here is the link for the 36 by 44 50-pound craft paper. So the 50 pounds is going to be heavier weight.
Should we move it closer?
Yeah, you want to see our beautiful plants?
Let me put it forward.
Looks so good.
It does.
And any questions that y'all have, feel free to ask them, and I'm gonna have the ladies answer them for you so that give them a little practice going live. So thank you all for being easy. I know we're always great. We're always a very supportive group. So this makes it this much easier. Y'all don't know how hard it is to get on this YouTube. But once we're in there, we're good. Y'all make it easy. Y'all make it easy peasy.
That'll be cute.
But I really wish the camera, I guess because it's on the StreamYard, it's like lower resolution, but I wish y'all could see like how vibrant and snatchy these colors are. they're just too true.
It should be right there.
Alright, see y'all about to do a shirt insert?
Yep.
So go ahead and show them that process. Turn the camera around so you can get installing the shirt.
Okay.
And let me move this off the table. Now, I would suggest that y'all do the inserts on the table just so you don't demonstrate them putting weight on the buddy.
Yeah, I was just moving some stuff out the way. Oh, shoot. That's on camera.
So nice. I can see all the details in the leaves.
In the leaves, yep.
Yes, this is so nice. And y'all, the socks that we're using are the Innate Lab socks, and they have the jigs pre-inserted, and those jigs are free that come inside of the socks. So you don't have to worry about putting the socks on any kind of jigs. They're already on the jig.
I'll do it. You talk.
She's currently inserting the Wrinkle Eliminator jig onto a youth large. The shirt that we're getting ready to press next.
So let them know what does the Wrinkle Eliminator do and how does it work?
The Wrinkle Eliminator, it helps eliminate the
Most of the wrinkles.
that you would like most of the imperfections that you would have mostly in the sleeve area here. Usually is here, and then the neckline and up here. So it eliminates most of those imperfections that we have with sublimation. And what else do you
What
use?
style shirt are you using? What style shirt are you using? What brand of style?
We are using a Jersey's 21M. Well, 21B for the youth, right?
Yeah, 21B for youth and
21M for the adult. I'm just cutting more boxes. I said you could press. I'm just cutting more of the for the neckline. We don't have any more. You good, right? You good? I guess you could call it just some randomness, right?
Yeah, all kind of randomness. That's what we deal with every day, almost every moment, every day. Randomness.
Right. So welcome to the lab randomness.
Alright, so we got a few different designs we're working on today, and you get to witness some of those.
Are we doing masks at this one?
Yes. That one is big enough. Actually we could put 4. That
Yeah.
one was big enough to put 4 masks on. And masks and socks are available on the website.
Hiding.
No, cutting paper that we need. You could talk to them though. I can't see any comments. So what are you doing right now, Ash?
Putting a mask under.
Putting the mask underneath.
But I'm trying to get this one to fit.
You got it? Yeah, just make sure it's not touching the extra strap. You line it up.
Yeah.
I will go further down. Yep.
Okay, so what are y'all doing right now? You said you're lining it up,
Yep. Making sure it's even on the.
and just speak a little bit louder.
Oh, sorry. Just lining it up, making sure that it is even on the shirt and on the buddy.
Then the mask is sticking out.
I'll move it.
I guess I can put the mask anywhere. There's nice space.
you got it. We're putting the socks on there to take up that extra space. Plus, we just printed one size, which is 36 by 44, for all of our uniform shirts. So the uniform shirts right now range from a youth large all the way up to a ladies 2X. So we're able to use the same print for every last one of those sizes. So,
That stuff came out.
okay.
You want me to cut that?
No, you go hang that shirt. You ain't pressing.
Y'all are doing a great job. So we have several of these shirts we're working on today. Some socks, and maybe later we'll get to show you how many socks we can throw on the grill at one time.
Yeah. The
Is
sock
that-
tip. Yeah.
So we could be prepping those in the meantime too, to get them put on ready.
It's underneath.
Like all put them in.
Yeah, that's what I just put under there. It should be under that one.
Oh, this one right here?
Yep. Both of them.
How many?
I think it was 2, 3, 2.
And I'll help y'all out. Are you trying to stay off camera?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll go over there.
I was gonna say I'll drag it over for you. All right, so Toya's also prepping some socks that we're gonna do later.
Good.
You need to check on it first just to make sure.
Yeah, just they use a little more time, but that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's good.
Next one.
Looks good. Well, now they can't. Well, I was gonna say now they can't because your head is like your head isn't in the way. I guess it's a delay. Yep. So, so next time when you pull it off too, just kind of step back a little bit. So when you're pulling it off, you
Okay.
can see what you're pulling off. That's good. That's good. And
To purchase the press.
Yeah, you gotta flip it.
And I'll look for you all an alternate link for that for the press, but I just don't have a reputable source right now for the press, so I don't want to be responsible for referring that out.
They help. Right. Oh, thanks.
Right.
Good, it's good.
And that's the last one of the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, y'all been moving.
Yes, ma'am. What you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been getting
In over here. Creating systems. You know how to get 4 masks on now. I'm proud of you. Demetrius, if you would like to, you can email the Innate Lab staff if you have any recommendations for the presses, and we can take a look at whatever recommendation you have and check that out.
Somebody has any questions about nothing? Oh, they're here. Those 46 folks on
It's
there
hard to
watching
just
live
talk,
right now.
just hard to just talk
about something. Just
Now you see how hard it is for me to just get up here and just be rambling and talking to y'all.
Right, like.
Okay, thank you, Demetrius. I appreciate that, love.
So we're just done.
What's the number?
Now, to be sure it's Sunday.
Oh, so you good?
Huh?
I said it was coming off with the paper. Go ahead. Like whenever we look at the paper.
Sometimes you also have to make sure that that rubber isn't moving around on the bottom. Is it in place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, Trey, I will check that out for you, love.
I'm like sweating.
You do taco.
Yeah.
Now you know what? Something I wanted to check out. You know, taco method we usually do so that we can continue from left to right. Let me try something here.
Can we do that with the mask?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see that.
You want me to cut it off?
here. I'll just use that. So this should be plenty of space here. But what I'm thinking is, you know, usually we have the seam on the outside. So I'm thinking if I do it this way, I guess it really doesn't matter because these are just patterns basically.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to wear this on the outside side, then it line up. So we still, this is the same thing. And then what the taco method does is allow you to continue from left to right, but it really doesn't matter because it's an abstract pattern.
So you want to try it on the other?
Yeah, when we do something that doesn't have that, but yeah,
Okay.
if you want to trim,
Yeah.
or you don't have to trim the white if you can see where it ends. It just makes sure when you fold it, you got that even. But some of them are probably gonna have white and some of them won't, depending on how you cut them.
Yeah.
And you have plenty of bleed room. So like usually, you know how when we're printing on the 13 by 19 paper, you barely have enough space, but this is plenty. That's plenty. Yeah. So even if you were to roughly fold it, you'd be fine. Now, what will affect is that how big the paper is, and Russ will be able to get on the press at one time.
Oh yeah.
And let's see if does anybody want to see the all over press on the 16 by 20 using the buddy. I think we have an expert in the building.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you what. If we get 10 shares, we get 10 shares, and Coach Toya will break her back doing it on the smaller press. Not really, but she has a way of doing it real easy. So 10 shares, and we'll do it on boom on the little one. You might so she's gonna turn it on because she already know y'all gonna share this. Y'all gonna share it. So 10 shares, and I'm checking. Y'all can share the YouTube or the Facebook. Make sure y'all share, and we'll take the buddy to the little press and show you how to press an all over shirt on your 16 by 20 presses at home. Okay, so we'll take the buddy over yonder. 10 shares, y'all. 10 shares.
Come on with it.
The small heat press is not pneumatic. It is an electronic auto open. And the large heat press is a fully manual open. All right, so I'm going to show you what the ladies are doing over here. They're just folding some sock prints in half right now so we can do the taco method. And I apologize, this lighting in this camera is just horrible. What's going on? I think it's just the streaming. Let's see if I can close some of these down. Here we go. All right. So Ashley and Coach Toya are putting together, they're folded in half, some prints. Sorry, I had a brain fart just then. And these are prints that we're going to use to do some socks. While we're waiting on y'all to get 10 shares, and we're letting the small heat press, the 16 by 20 heat up. And then, of course, we also have a few more all over designs to do.
Do you have a specific way to do the 16 by 20
The 20 or
24? That one.
no, not really.
Okay, so y'all ask some questions out loud so we can hear what y'all talking about.
She just asked if there was a specific way to what did you say?
To do all over on that.
Yeah,
No.
she's gonna show you. Yeah, she's gonna show you the system where you slide because you haven't been here for the 16 by 20. Okay, so Ashley gets to see this today. If y'all share,
Right.
if you share 10 times, let me check on y'all. See if y'all shared yet. If once you share, go ahead and put done. Once you share, put done in the comments so I know that you shared. Don't just be putting done in the comments because I'm gonna check on y'all.
We're going to throw all in now.
Might as well go ahead and get them ready.
And just to help y'all out, I'm gonna give you the link.
You saying both sides? No, I'm just kind of. I need a garbage. I don't know if they can see. Oh, they can still see me. I was about to
Let
say.
me see. Maybe I turn this light up a little bit so you can see.
what
Because
we're
that
doing.
lighting over there is horrible.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. I was just saying. I know they couldn't see exactly what we were doing, but we're prepping the socks. Just spraying light adhesive on the paper, and then place the socks on the inside.
No.
Of the,
All right, so Trey and Valerie share. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna grab the link. If y'all don't know how to share the YouTube link, it's okay. I'm gonna grab that link for y'all.
Same pattern. Wait, hold on. I'm not doing anything pattern.
I just kept it together, so whenever we take them apart, we'll know.
All right, so Tina shared too.
Thank you, Tina.
So we have 3 shares so far. 4. Nubian Magnolia shared. So we have
Thank
4
you.
shares so far. There's the link that you all can share. It's the YouTube link to bring everybody to the YouTube side so we can see their comments. Darlena, if you take the link that I just shared, I'm pinning it right now. If you copy and paste that, that's technically sharing the link. So just you can share it to your YouTube, share it to your Instagram, however you're able to communicate with folks. Oh, Nubia said she shared it with 5. Well, I would have to check that on the Facebook side. Hold on a second, because it'll show how many times you share. So we need 10 people to share. We got 50 people here. So Nubian, Magnolia, I appreciate you sharing to 5 people.
Right.
I appreciate you dearly for that. But we need some other folks to take some responsibility too and share. Because we need to let our folks know what's going on, how we learning and living, so that we all understand these same questions that we ask every time. We kind of get it out there more. All right, Demetrius, thank you. Thank you. So now, what did I say? Last was 5? Did I say it was 5 or 4?
I think you said 5.
So now maybe it's 6. It's 6, Demetrius. Thank you. We need 4 more shares. So 4 more people to tell us that they shared it and it's done. And then once we get those 4 more shares, you all will get to see Coach Toya demonstrate how to use the small 16 by 20 heat press to press in all of the shirt with the buddy system.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do socks right now?
Yep, we're going to just throw some socks on the grill and make sure. We can go ahead and take the buddy off. Yeah. We'll roll old buddy over here. And someone asked if the legs are adjustable. They absolutely are.
Yes, I've
and we'll
demonstrated
adjust them whenever we get. If we get 4 more shares, then we'll show that.
How many we put in?
And right now, the ladies are gonna throw some socks on the grill, and these sock prints are a lot larger than normal, so they're gonna take up a lot more space. Normally, I think I can get at least 8 on there, and let me see. Let me show you how. So since the bottoms are black, then they can semi hang off the edge there. Gotcha. You just want to make sure you're hanging the right part off. And then make sure that you're in just enough here so that it's not missing the mark there. And I can actually take this and overlap it just enough to Yep, there you go. So I think we can get at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe on this side, 6 on that side. So yeah. And then did you make sure that the heels hanging off? Y'all got it? Y'all got it? Y'all got it? All right, Chrissy, Coach Chrissy coming through with a share. Thank you, Coach Chrissy. And happy holiday. Thank you for the share. So we just need 2 more shares.
What's the holiday? Huh? That what?
Is it better to purchase a 16 by 20 or a 16 by 24 press? Toya's smiling on that one.
That's kind of hard for me because I use the 16 by 24. But using the buddy, I find it easier. I can honestly say with using the 16 by 20. So 16 by 20, use the buddy. Even without using the buddy, I think the 16 by 20 is really good. But I like my 16 by 24.
So either one of those could work. What you're really looking for is for your heat press to have a little bit of clearance in the back. And so far, all of the heat presses that we've tested that are 16 by 20 have enough space to accommodate the buddy. And then some of the 15 by 15 presses are a little, like they have no space in the back, depending on which model they are. If they're the, the ones we get from overseas, the 15 by 15 swingaways, sometimes those don't have the space, but there's still a way to modify that setup because we modified that setup to work with the buddy.
I just got another.
All right, that's what. Okay, Tina has a 16 by 24 working on getting the buddy. All right, Tina.
Wait,
all right, Don.
That's 14.
Don gave us a share.
Yay, thank you,
Don.
Don.
One more share, y'all. One more share. We'll show y'all the buddy on the 16 by 20. All right, Trendy Lioness Couture. We got our 10th share. Woo! That wasn't so hard, was it? Yeah, a slide out 16 by 24 might be a little difficult to find. You'll probably find you a slide out 16 by 20 though, without any problem. Now, because we have so many socks under there, I would suggest that instead of 60 seconds, go a minute 30, just to make sure that.
You want me to change it or?
No, just well, it'll beep for 30 seconds.
It's on 65 right now.
Okay, so just give it 25 more seconds when you press it. Now that thickness is going to be a lot thicker with all those socks. So you ready? You might have to at least loosen it up a little bit, but just go ahead and put it down and see if you can handle it. There you go. I don't know why we questioned you. I don't really know why. Okay, so yeah, the socks are a bit thicker, so we're going to give it a little more time too because we have so many on the grill at the time. We have a total of 14 socks, so 7 pairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole pot. 7, right?
Yeah.
7 pairs.
Now here's the thing. Sometimes when we're being cocky and trying to show off what we can do, you might mess up one because if you're not paying attention when you flip them, sometimes they can move because that adhesive gets a little weak once it's heated up. So, thank you, 3 Queens and Kings Bling and Belize Girl Magic. Yes, we got some more shares. So we're definitely going to show you the 16 by 20. But that doesn't mean that y'all have to stop sharing. If you want to show, you want other people to see what you're talking about with the buddy system or with the 16 by 20 press. If you know anybody who wants to press all over shirts with the 16 by 20 press, then definitely go ahead and share this video for them so that they can see it real life happen.
About 25 more seconds.
Okay, though. And what we can be doing in the meantime, we still have a full set to do for this one, the camo and belts. So that one, I don't know. Do you remember which size you had left to do for the bricks?
Just the large. Remember you told
You
me
large or the adult?
The adult.
Okay.
Told me to wait
So
and
the adult large is what we'll do for that one. So we can go ahead and get the other shirts in the jig. So we need adult large, ladies 2X.
Actually, no. I think just looking at it, I think it is the
youth
youth.
large. Okay. So youth large for that one.
Is it? It is.
I
think it is. Yeah, that's
no. It's the adult large that needs to be done for that.
the adult large. Okay.
Yep. So
it's not the kids one.
For the brick one here.
Well, you're gonna need all of them anyway because we have a whole set of things. So for those of you who may not know, I have my crew wear uniforms all day, every day. You know, pretty much for eternity. So I like to spice it up and create different uniform shirts since we do wear them literally every single day. Coach Toy's over there flipping. She's flipping the work and making sure that everything's going to have good contact when it heats back up again. So what we're doing is just creating uniform stuff. So I like to keep everything CMYK when I can, just so that it shows off the true colors. I guess I can come on camera and talk to y'all for a second. Whoa! I'm over here blazing. Okay, so just explaining to y'all. I'm so used to talking off camera. But what they're doing is they're making different uniform sets so that any given day of the week, we're representing True Colors, we're representing Innate Lab and Innate Academy. You see that? So that's one of my challenges to you all was to, and I still, we're going to have to redo this challenge. So I'll announce when we're going to redo it because I want everybody to be ready. But you have to post out of the week. You have 7 days in a week. You have to post 4 of those days you wearing your brand. So just like you might pick up your polo shirt or your Gucci belt or any other brand, you want to make sure that 4 days out of the week you are clearly wearing your own brand. Okay? I had that Bruce Leroy glow going on. Yeah, we were over here doing the thing with the ring light. We had it maxed out. We're trying to get some light over to the other side of the table because it gets a little dark in certain areas of here. So yeah, everything that I do, whenever I create a template, now my goal, because I want to show you what can be done, is to make something every single week that that we use in the academy. So Toya has on the design that we worked on in the academy last night. We're working on some academy designs that I've never even put out for myself. So the one you saw with John Witherspoon that you got to coordinate, that was 157, and then 158 is one that we're working on right now that has the bricks, and I'll show you that one. Let me just show you some examples. You probably have to look in the
bin. Yeah.
Let's see. So I'll show. Well, let me grab that one you have. Show them full screen. And that one. Okay, that's 158. Okay, so I'm just bringing some things, y'all, straight from the rack. You know, I have a little rack where we put uniforms. And they also serve as examples of what you can do with what we offer. So this one is that you got to coordinate. That one is 157, I believe. And you can see there are still imperfections even with the jigs, but they are very minor. They're pretty much only inside of that seam. You don't see a bunch of the wrinkles and cracks and the voids that you normally see when you don't use the jigs. But this one has camo, a little leopard print in there, whatnot, and some bright colors because y'all know I love my CMYK. Okay, so this one, I might need my coaches to help me out. What class is this? I don't remember. It was like a 90s theme. Don't make me lie. I think one of the coaches can probably help you out with this one. But this is one of our uniforms. This one is 154. Not sure, but y'all might have to help me out with this one. This was the one with the belts and just gives it a little luxury look. Belts and camo and roses. I really like that combination. I don't know what's up with me and camo and roses. Like, I have an obsession in tie-dye and CMYK colors. Okay, and airbrush, because I like to do airbrush templates. So this one says Born to Create, and it's got the little bricks, airbrush look to it, of course. That one is 150. I lied.
Yeah.
It's 158. 158. And then this is 165. Now, you don't have to do this one as a Super Bowl look. You don't even have to do it as a sports look. You can pretty much substitute out the images there. And this one was one that we worked on last night. And pretty much with all of ours, we go ahead and press some socks up on the left and the right side so that we have some matching pieces. So you'll see we did some masks at the same time. This is a mask. And these are the socks that were pressed at the same time.
Those came out.
Yeah, they came out really dope.
Nice.
I'm ready for these already.
Doesn't even show the
I know.
Color.
And then
Turn the light up.
no, I think it's, you know what it is? It's that it's doing it all off of the internet, and it's like making everything grainy, because on this camera it's clear, but what I see on there is not clear. So it has to do with the internet.
Yeah. Well, we got socks.
But y'all can see. Y'all can see. All right, so I'm going to go put these back on the rack. You'll see all of that. Like, literally, you have endless options, because you can use these same templates and make designs over and over and over again.
Want to do a reveal on our socks here?
Let's see. Let's do a reveal. Oh, I just threw one of the shirts on the ground. Ready for my new design. See how I do my old designs? All right. Ready to unlock them? Ooh, those came out nice. All right. So this is 150. Yep. So 150 is this one. That's where we did our own luxury print. So you don't have to worry about Louis Vuitton no more. You got your own monogram right there. This one looks really good. This one was
the Candyland one.
Yeah, Candyland drip, maybe 140 something. Y'all let the folks know what that was. So that's this one. And this one is that same one that we just showed you with the 90s kind of setup. These look so good.
I think the others are.
You're going to have to make a game.
Huh?
Here's the other.
Okay. Ooh, this is the one that goes with the one. See, I don't even have socks on my feet right now, y'all. I was waiting on these to come hot off the press. Because for some reason, every time I make a uniform shirt, we make socks. Guess what happens to the socks? They get lost. They disappear. They walk off. Like my dad said, the ghost did it. So every now and then, what I have to do, even if I don't make the uniform shirt again, I have to go back and make some more socks. And these were all done with the taco method. And let me show you left and right for those. That was empty. And I think there's one more in there. Oh, y'all did a good job. When I throw a bunch of socks on the grill, I can guarantee at least one of them might have flipped and it has a little white spot, because if you don't keep it in the same place when you flip it, if it shifts too much, it will go to an area that doesn't have ink. So it's harder to keep up with that.
And we still have those too.
Yep. So
You could probably do these.
you have this. That also match with. Sure.
Is it hot enough?
All right. So no, it's still at 281. So that one's still going up.
It's good. We'll just do it here.
All right. So I'll move these out your way. Y'all have some more stuff?
Just those two more. Yeah.
Oh, that's
all
it?
of,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. All of them.
Yeah. So we had 7 pairs of socks. That means 14 socks were on the grill at one time. All right. Oh, thank you, Coachy. I appreciate that. She's giving you the numbers to the design. So 154 was the camo with the belts, right? And then 149 was the Candyland. Oh, you didn't miss it yet, love. The buddy system, we did use it on the large format press. Now we're going to use the buddy system on the small press, which is right here. But this is the buddy. I'm gonna let the ladies take a little break because they needed to get away from this heat for a second.
Right.
Okay. So we definitely got to show them some love because they got on here sweating for y'all. Come on. Give it up. Let's give it up for the ladies. Coach Toya.
Can the sock jigs be reused?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we saved them. And you can use them in maybe some less expensive socks or I like to save them for a project that I'm going to do with some local kids. And they'll be able to take their the socks that we get like from the dollar store and put them on the jigs and use those. So because I have a whole bunch of those left. Yeah, it's a table cart that moves and it rolls left to right. You got it, Tori? And it really helps you with the all over.
Second?
Yeah.
You don't say you think we should do this?
No, you don't have to do that longer just because it's a single pair of socks. But you still have to flip it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the buddy. This is part of the buddy system. This is the actual buddy. But the system is that what you do is you're going to use the butcher paper, which we use a pre-cut 36 by 44 inch butcher paper. It's not we don't sell it. I purchased it from Uline, but it works flawlessly with this setup, with this system. And then we also use the jigs inside of the shirt. So the jigs are part of the buddy system as well. They are Teflon inserts that are meant to fit the 21M shirts, youth and adult sizes. What's up, Aunt? Hey, love. Oh, what time is it?
I don't know.
What time?
5:44.
Okay. So, well, Aunt, your buddy is making it in the mail tomorrow because we.
Oh, I forgot.
It's okay. Yeah, because we.
Got
My
too
bad,
busy
baby.
on this live?
Yeah. So your buddy is gonna be in the mail tomorrow.
I got you.
And that is the last buddy before that we have a delay now because of manufacturing. Mm-hmm. So manufacturing is especially for metals right now is on a standstill and a delay. So we have about I think they said it's going to be about 4 more weeks before we get some more metal in. So technically you got the last buddy that was ready to go.
Right.
Yes, the jigs are absolutely reusable. The jigs that go inside of the shirt, it's really important for them to be reusable because you don't want to have to cut out an insert every single time you do an all over shirt. S. McGee's giving y'all thumbs up and hearts. Y'all are doing a great job.
Thank you. Yes.
So yeah, you gotta let us know. Let the folks know not to be sleeping on the buddy now. You gotta go ahead and get them whenever they're hot. So yep. Speaking of hot, this one's hot off the press. And these are the jigs that come straight in the socks. Like you don't have to install them, but when you remove them, you can reuse this jig. Okay. So I like to save these because I do use them over. But you'll notice that because they have the jigs, they don't have that white line. And I did not have to roll it. We did no rolling. No rolling. Okay. So we just have straight print. Straight print. And we use a taco method so we get a continuous color, at least on one side. And then the other side is going to be contrast. So you can choose which side you want to be contrast. But yep, so you open that up. And boom. No seams. Okay. That's the beauty. of most of what we do, even when we're doing substrates. We're trying to be innovative about how to save you time, how to save you energy, save you some coins even. I hated loading socks up on a jig every single time because I would end up burning myself trying to take it off of this jig and load up the next one. At one point in time, I had 8 sets of jigs, and it still was not enough for me to cycle through without wasting a lot of time. So then I just started to create my own jigs, and the fact that I pre-insert them inside the socks means that you don't have to worry about rolling that edge. You can literally press the front and back at the same time. You still have to flip it and press the other side, but that ink is going to rise up and cover up the edge there. So you will not have a stark white line. Okay, and you don't have to worry about an over rolled line. Okay. All right. So Nubia and Magnolia saying, I can't wait to see the demo. I think it may be a lifesaver because of the limited size heat press I have.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely.
So I'm glad that y'all shared it.
Holla at me. I just posted a video.
Okay. Yep. Because Coach Shoya just posted a video of her doing it at home on her. She has a 16 by 24 press that she uses the buddy with. So yep.
What size is her press?
I think she's 16 by 20 or 16 by 24. Toya, what's your TikTok?
I think what is it at Toya J or Us Creations and Design?
Okay, go grab it real quick, because if y'all go to Toya's TikTok too, she'll show you that she's done it several times on her 16 by 24 press. All right. So I'm gonna let the ladies get ready to demonstrate the all over on the smaller press. Well, we're still. Oh, you know what? You know the reason why I said 280?
Oh, because y'all did the other day.
We did DTF the other day.
This one too.
So I was like, I know it just ain't stuck at 280. But I'm gonna take it up to 385 or 385.
Really?
I don't like to overheat stuff.
Show them.
What's that?
Her TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Were you able to show it on the screen?
No, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. It is Toya J 517 or either Us Creations and Design. And it shows the where I've done several shirts with the 16 by 24.
And we're only going to go
Ashley.
45 seconds because we don't have to go that long.
What'd you say?
I said, thanks, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
You just call me by my whole name.
Yeah. Thank you, dear.
All right, so we're doing 385 and 45 seconds. We got to let it heat up a little bit. But in the meantime,
Yeah, you want to help me adjust it?
Well, let's go ahead. We'll adjust it, and then we'll also show you what the buddy system is. All the components of the system from start to finish with your 16 by 20 press, so you know precisely what you need. Okay. So yeah, so if you can come over here with me. Let's see. We might have to angle the camera down just a little bit so they can see the legs. Just angle the top part down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we are going to first, let's drop the height. So we're going to loosen up this little knob here on the side. And we're going to let it rest.
We gotta crank it up.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That one did go down.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go. And I actually think that might be good. Hold on. Let's see. Because you might be able to crank it up a little bit more. Yep. I'll move this over so you can still reach the pedal. Now, we have our heat press on a motorcycle lift.
Or one more.
If it feels good, it's good. Yep. So you just barely want to feel the press raise just a little bit higher. Like you just barely want to feel it or see it there. All right. So the table itself is about the same height. The edge of the table is about the same height as your pad that's naturally on the heat press. Except the pad is just maybe a 1/4 inch taller, just so that it gives you a slope off. Okay. So with that slope off, it will allow it, like if you have a heat press like this one, if anybody has this Stahl's heat press, and bring it up here for me, I want to show them something. Now don't be touching on your heat press. I'm going to
bring the phone?
It's fine. Because I don't want to try to put it back on there. That thing will pop off in a heartbeat. All right, so I'm going to pull this cover off so you can see what the profile looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can notice here, my heat press does not have any hang time. Okay, that means that the actual heat element here does not hang past my cover very much. Okay, so because of that, a lot of times when I would go, most times, not a lot of times, when I would go to press using the hard board, this cover would dig into my prints. When that cover digs into my prints, I end up with a harsh white line. Okay, so that's why I developed the buddy system, because I wanted to be able to extend the table surface without having to use a really thick board and still be able to have that cushioning underneath the system. Okay, so I'm going to put my cover back on here, but I want you to know that usually less expensive presses have more hang time, so you're not as likely to have those harsh lines. But the more expensive presses, like this is a Hotronix, I think this press is about $1,600, and of course it's safer because it's going to be harder for me to burn myself. Not impossible, but harder for me to burn myself because the cover covers most of the plate. Okay, so it's a safety mechanism, but it makes it really difficult to press all overs, especially with the hard boards. So now we're able to have a smooth, continuous, wide surface that's very lightweight. I can roll the buddy from left to right. And then Coach Choi is going to show you completely how to press it on a 16 by 20 press, and make sure your pressure is good and all that stuff. It's about 315. Let's see what the pressure is right now. Temperature is 315. It's about a 3, so when we put a shirt under there, it's probably going to be a 5.
So it's good.
Yep, should be good there. And then if you need more time, just give it more time. Like if you sometimes under the collar is going to be your most difficult area, so you're going to start there first.
Do you want to pre-press it? I mean, at home.
You say you do it though?
I do sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, because when you do the 16 by 20 press, it does help to pre-press because you're going to end up with uneven pressure up underneath this plate. But because given the hems on the sleeves and the bottom of the shirt, and then the collar on the shirt, they're going to be different levels of pressure created by those thicknesses of material. All right, so we're going to go ahead and show you the full system from A to Z, and I'm going to talk through as Coach Toya does her thing right now.
Well, we still waiting on time.
Yeah, we can.
Temperature.
Okay, so we can go ahead and show you. You're going to place down a butcher paper sheet. Now these are already 36 by 48. And did you show them how to fold it in half?
I didn't.
Okay, so yeah, let's show them that part because the reason why the system works is it works by making sure that you're going to have consistency. Consistency is key. All right, so we're going to fold the paper in half and make sure you're in front of the camera so they can see. Can you see yourself? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So folding the paper here in half this way.
Mm-hmm. And you're just pinching those edges. And what happens is when we have a system like this, we don't have to worry about exact measurements because we're using relative math here. Okay, so that's our midpoint. We have both of our cover sheets. We're gonna have one at the bottom, one on top, and they're both folded in half. Ashley, you can come over and fold the print.
Oh,
yeah. So we're also go ahead and show them. You're also gonna fold the print in half and just. And Ashley, are you on the camera, baby? You gotta. Are you on it? Because I can't see. Yeah, come on in front of the camera. There you go. And show them how you're creasing that corner. Now you don't fold it all the way down the center. You just crease the top and bottom so that you know your center point is there.
It's like positioned weird. Yeah, because you gotta go further that way. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta actually get in front of the camera. Who would have known? All right, good job. Now the other thing is you have your shirt. Now the shirt is going to be loaded up on an insert. So let's go ahead and show them that.
I loaded it already. We need the U for that one. That's the only one that's left.
No, that one we need a large.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she. Nope, you have on the U. Well, we only have two. Okay, I lied. So this one was done. No. Yo, we need a U large on that one. My apologies. Yeah. So this one. That one's done. Well, that one has a. Okay, so we need a U large for that. Okay. So this one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's my fault.
No, you're.
All right, so it's U large.
No, no. Go.
Wow.
You large for this one. Yes, you large.
Okay. So so what we're gonna do is go ahead and load the shirt up. And Coach Toya, since this is Ashley's first time doing it on this one, you might have to look out there. But it's the same principle. It's the same exact principle. You're gonna make sure that everything's lined up in the center, and your jigs have these little V notches cut out to identify where the center of the jig is. And let's make sure everything's in the middle. Let's make sure also that the paper is in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're doing right now is putting the wedge in there to protect that neck. Now what we're going to have to do is make sure the paper's in the center there. There you go. And we're going to put a cover paper on top so that we can pre-press this one. I highly, highly suggest you pre-press on the 16 by 20 press because you don't have just one big old heat plate coming down. You're going to have this 16 by 20 plate going down in several sections. So the flatter you can get your shirt, the better. And we will show you the definition of flat in just a moment. Okay. And this part you can do while your heat press is still heating up. Is it up to, oh, it's at 380 already, right?
No, 360.
Okay, 360, good. Now what we're going to do is make sure that the top piece is aligned with the bottom piece. And like I said, we're working with relative math. So if everything is lined up, perpendicular and parallel to our setup, then we're always going to be in the right place at the right moment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and press the collar, and we're going to call that the middle. So we'll set everything up to the center and go ahead and pull it down. And Toy, I think you might have shifted the table a little bit while it was, but don't shift it. Yeah. And this is also why you want to be looking at it. If you can, don't try to do it from the side. Do it from the front so that you can tell what you've pre-pressed, and also you can have a manage your overlap.
And we are doing a full.
Yes, we're going to do the
press.
full 45 seconds because that will give us a really great permanent flat press. Now you notice that when we did the large format pressing, we did not pre-press, although it is recommended that you pre-press. But with the jigs, you really don't have to. Okay, so Toya, do me a favor, come on this side over here.
Oh.
Yep, so that you can see when it's even. There it goes. So you could tell immediately it was uneven. There you go. And what you want to do is you want to slide it to the left, slide it to the right, and then we're going to crisscross, which means we're just going to spin the paper, and then we're going to do it again. So if it sounds like a dancing song, then dance while you do it, and it'll make it so much easier. And you remember to do all your presses.
Do a TikTok with a cha-cha slide. Oh my God. Every time you slide to the left, slide to the right.
There you go. That'll be some good TikTok content. All right, let me check on see if anybody has questions. Yes, Nubian Magnolia. The jig is the insert inside of the shirt. We call that the Wrinkle Eliminator. Wrinkle Eliminator inserts, Wrinkle Eliminator jigs, Teflon jigs. Yep, so now we're sliding to the right. And you're going to give yourself a little overlap. So this works if you're doing up to a size 4X shirt. If you need to do a 5X, you can still use the buddy to do a 5X. You're just going to end up shifting the paper a little bit.
You have to do the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So the same process that we're doing right now to pre-press is the exact same step process that we'll use to press the image. Another thing is if you get your bottom heat platen up to heat, then it is actually easier and you have less cold spots. So if you ever have cold spots with your heat press, or let's just say you have uneven heating, always heat up your bottom platen first. And the way that you can do that is by pre-pressing the shirt as well. All right, so bring it back to the center, and then we're going to crisscross. So we're just going to spin it. And we're spinning the paper on the top collectively as one group. We're going to put it back in the center, and then we're going to press in the center. Now, of course, we could get away with pressing the shirt left or right, but the reason why you want to make sure that you're pressing in the center, and yes, that's an extra press each time, but it's allowing you not to have overlap marks dead in the middle of your shirt. Okay? Let's check and see if y'all have any more questions.
Do you ever get overlaps?
Princess, the buddy system, the cart table system that you see rolling right here is $400. And then we also have a set of jigs. The adult set is $200. The youth set is $75. So with the jigs plus the actual buddy table, that will definitely reduce a lot of your workload when it comes to doing these all overs. And I also sell the Teflon by the yard. If you want to cut and make your own custom inserts, let's say you have unique style and size shirts, then you can buy the Teflon by the yard and make your own inserts. Or repair your repair your table if you got a little loose with it, like Trey. Don't worry, Trey, I got you, love.
What about the tape adhesive? Is that the reason why they're saying it's blue?
All right, so let's go ahead and do that last press, and that's going to be our pre-press. And is this the?
I would say 6 presses.
Yeah. So you're going to press every shirt 6 times. I don't care if it's a youth shirt. Now, if it was maybe a toddler shirt, you know, you probably could get away with just doing 2 presses, right? But everything else, even a youth small is probably going to be a little bit wider than the 16 inches of the press. So you're going to end up pressing the shirts multiple times. And the reason why you don't just want to do a left and a right is because I promise you, if you do just left and right, you'll have more overlap, and it will be more noticeable where you overlap because the heat press is going over some very uneven areas when you do that. All right, so let's go ahead and show them what a flat shirt looks like. All right, so we're going to spin it back around to the original orientation. There it goes. And this will be an indication if there are any wrinkles or anything that you may want to get a hand iron and get out. But for the most part, the jig is going to do the ironing work for you. Okay? Is this the one? That's the front one? Or? Yeah, that one's the back. And I think you already folded that in half, so you have your top and bottom halfway marks creased in there.
The socks and
Okay. I can use your socks and a mask.
the socks will throw off the pressure.
Yes, socks will throw off the pressure on this press. So you will have to make sure that you have good pressure. And usually you want to pull your socks away from your shirt. Like on the big press, we can put the socks right up on there. Yep. And sometimes if you can't get it on the small press, just press the socks separately. You can cut that part of the image out and just press it later. But we also have several of our print partners Coach Toya is a print partner as well that can send you these big old 36 by 44-inch prints.
Yes.
So, and that's much easier than pressing a bunch of shirts. So she's definitely willing to send y'all some prints, okay? And anyone who prints Innate Lab templates has to be certified to do so. So make sure that you're going with someone who is a business partner and who's able to do the prints for you. And because it's a youth shirt and this is an adult print, let's make sure I'll check it. Y'all gonna check at the top here to roll it down a little bit. You got your collar? Okay, you got it. Cool. All right. So we're still gonna use a cover paper over the top of the image.
This one has already been used. We don't use this one.
Oh, get your first one. Mm-hmm. You can't be no worse than me. All right, and then just make sure cover paper matches up. Here, I'm gonna move this to the side just a little bit. Offer a better angle.
The what? The scissors.
All right, and I'll check on each question.
So it doesn't get on the button?
Yeah, since you have to do that once, or you can probably fold it up, but then it's probably gonna get right back in your way. And because we moved that print down because the youth shirt, Toya's just gonna trim the bottom off a little bit. Yes, Sonia asked what you have inside the shirt, and Coach Sharon says those inserts are a game changer.
Hey,
if you don't have them, get them now. Yeah, we do have inserts right now. We're waiting on the metal from the manufacturer for the buddy systems, but the inserts can be purchased immediately, and they usually go out in 1 to 2 business days. Yes, Elaine, very, very good observation. Yes, we're aligning the center line on the print with the center line on the jig, with the center line on the buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a system. It all goes together. And you notice we haven't had to measure not one thing, right? We're just basically using relative math here.
Should I turn this off?
No, we still have
a couple print.
Well, we'll save that other set.
Okay.
That the chain one.
Yeah, so you can. So turn it off or no?
Yeah.
So we'll have somebody tomorrow. Elaine says, cool. Yeah, seems so easy. Absolutely. absolutely. That was the whole purpose of developing the system. Is I wanted to make sure that anyone who wanted to get into the all over game had some tools that made it very easy to access the opportunity of doing all over. So you have the split template if you have a 13-inch printer or a 24-inch printer, you want to do all over shirts. The split template is available in Photoshop where you drop your image into the shirt template and it automatically tiles it into however many tiles you need for that size shirt. So that was an innovation that we came up with here at Innate Lab and Innate Academy. Then after that, we were like, well, now that you have to press, how do we press this? So we went from the hardboard. We went from making paper inserts. Went to making RAM board inserts. Then we went to using a felt to try to cushion that hardboard, but it made it very, very thick, and most presses could not handle that. So then the buddy was invented. So this was specifically made for us by us. You hear me? The Sublimator Supreme. So we can do all over shirts. You can do blankets. You can do anything that's oversized by having this extra space and the fact that it's mobile. So it moves left to right with you. You don't really have to worry about moving your print too many times and possibly ghosting or having issues with the image not lining up. So we'll do this one front. You know what we should have done? Because look, so you can do the back press as one press.
Oh.
But, okay, I forgot you do this. This is what you does. Yes. Coach Toya does this with the
TikTok.
Check out the TikTok. Let me. Were you able to show them on the screen and get that to them?
Yeah, I don't know if it's up, but yeah, I did.
Okay, good. All right. All right, so we're almost done. Let me know if y'all have any questions or is anything that y'all want to see closer up. I think that that you're able to see what's going on here. And even when you're pressing 16 by 20 press or even a large format press sometimes, if you have voids or little, what I call halos, where it's kind of like a little white that the ink didn't get to travel all the way through there, just repress that area for about 30 seconds. Zeta says, I didn't know that you created the buddy. I was looking on Uline for it.
Wow.
Uline better not have it, or else I'm coming to them with a lawsuit. Yeah, so we invented the buddy. Now Uline does have the paper. That's the pre-cut paper sheet that we're using here is a lifesaver as well. I cannot take credit for that. Love to, but couldn't take credit for the paper. Yes, that is an Innate Lab original.
Oh my God. Are they ready to see the results?
Okay, so Nubia Magnolia is asking, can you elaborate on the lineup? How do you know how far to move the buddy paper with each press? So
Look at that.
Can you take that one?
Huh?
Oh,
I didn't hear.
Oh, yes! Love it.
What was the question?
She says, can you elaborate on the lineup? How do you know how far to move the buddy table with each press?
It has the legs, but actually it's like
She's just saying when you do your overlap, how do you know how much to overlap?
Oh, it's usually right at about 2 inches overlap.
Yeah, and you can't see it as well on the camera, but when you press up the back of the print, you can see where it heated up. You can see on the back of the paper where the heat press actually made contact with the paper. And you just want to make sure that you have about 2 inches of overlap. And once you get really, really good, you can have even less than 2 inches of overlap. But the idea is that you want to make sure that you have enough overlap so that you don't avoid pressing a specific area.
paper for the neckline.
That's what's up, Nikki, because we are problem solvers. That's why. We get to doing something so many times, and that's why I say we got to stop sleeping on ourselves, calling ourselves crafters, because although crafting is what we may love to do, we are entrepreneurs, we are problem solvers. I don't even like to say that, we're designers. We are literal like engineers in there cooking up things in the lab, creating things, and figuring out solutions to problems. So I love being in this creative space. I love being able to develop products.
You showing off your shirt?
Yep, you showing off the shirt right now. So now we have everything flipped over and we're ready to press the back. And again, this is Innate Academy template number 158. And after this, loves, we're going to take a little break over on this side. We have a meeting at 8 p.m. to show off the Automizer, which is a collaborative effort with SoPro Academy and Coach Q. And she's showing you all how to do cut and sew. I merely try to develop some solutions on the Photoshop side for us so that it makes it so easy, pun intended, SEO, so easy for y'all to get into cut and sew. So if you're interested in that process, but you can still use the buddy system for that, for pressing your all over pieces and then doing your cut and sew. So we'll get a chance to check in with Coach Q later on. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
All right, so Ashley, now you know how to take this, take your buddy and use it for the all overs with the smaller heat press, right?
Yeah.
Here, this. How you gonna
And one thing about reusing those the butcher paper sheets, make sure that it doesn't have those little wavy lines in it too bad, because those wavy lines will create voids and just creates a place for air to escape or the gas to escape, and then it ends up leaving voids in your print. So you can use the butcher paper maybe a couple times before you start seeing those little wavy lines, and after that, we're just gonna let it go.
I'm learning how to push it like all the way.
Coach E, you can't wait to sew, huh? Oh, she going 0 to 100 real quick. I heard you was going 0 to 100 real quick on that sewing machine. I'm proud of you though, because I remember you once told me you didn't even want to touch a sewing machine. You had no interest, and now you in there doing the thing.
make sure?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I will be making one for the 13 by 19 printers to use roll media only. I just have to finish working out the large format folks first. But yes, I definitely will be making a roll media version for the 13-inch printer folks out there.
My hair.
So we should all be able to get into this cut and sew thing.
Wow.
Because you're talking about and messed up. And that's all right, because that's what we got to do to
The learning process.
Yep.
At least you did it.
Now she can't get enough. She going live. So we eat.
I saw her post. Headed to Joanne's, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So 6 presses is usually what you're going to do. 6 presses for the front, 6 presses for the back. And then you do 6 presses when you pre-press it. So that is quite a lot of presses, but it is much more consistent than trying to use that hardboard and having issues. The inserts inside of the shirts kind of ensure that everything stays in place. If you are not using tacky paper, you can even take down your jigs and your images to the butcher paper so that when you spin it around, you're sure that it's not going to move around on you. Alright, so now they did the slide to the left, the slide to the right. Now we're doing the crisscross. There we go. He said she was sliding in the snow trying to get to Joanne's. Lord! Coach Q done created a monster.
For real.
All right, so we're almost done. I want to thank you all, too, for hanging out with us, asking questions, sharing the content, making Innate Lab Shenanigans much more fun, getting our coaches and apprentices out there so they get on camera, and we're releasing some of this shyness thanks to you all. So thank you. And make sure that you follow Coach Toya. I'm going to put her TikTok. It's at,
Give it to her. She'll show it to you.
yep, because my phone is up there on the. So, Coach Toya, I need you to change that to Us Creations.
I will.
So we'll have it all the same. Yeah, I had to go through some rebranding and make sure that my Instagram, Facebook,
Everything was the same.
TikTok, everything is all Innate Lab. Toya J517.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Ashley, what is your TikTok?
Also got inspired.
Also got inspired. And y'all also go ahead and join Ashley. She is the TikTok extraordinaire. So yeah, if y'all need some tutoring on TikTok, hit up Ashley. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, Ashley, if you go live, do a screen record live and show them when you're making your next TikTok how you make it, and then post or do it in the group. So, because we need help. We just discovered last night that a few of our coaches don't have TikTok yet. So we're gonna make sure that everybody's on the TikTok train. I'm telling you, y'all don't want to miss this train. So there's the Also Inspired. That's Ashley on TikTok. And I need everybody to be on TikTok by the end of this month. Okay? My goal, matter of fact, for everyone is to have 30 posts at the end of this month. At the end of February. Yeah, 30 posts.
I forgot
But
that.
technically like 20, what, 28?
It's done?
28 days of February. Yeah, let's have 30 posts by the end of the month.
Let me see it.
So we are doing affinity classes. We're starting them this month. And I will announce when our first one will be. We're going to do them every other week. And they will match up with the Photoshop courses. I might do them every week. It just depends on if we're going to be able to really manage that with the Photoshop classes. So I'll let you know. Right now I'm looking at doing them on Tuesdays. Okay. And we will be doing every other week on Tuesdays. We'll do affinity classes. And we will also have a membership for affinity folks. So either if you want to add on an affinity membership, let's say you're good on Photoshop, but maybe you want the kids to get acclimated.
Just showing off the shirt a little bit.
Y'all see that bling bling with the airbrush?
I was
Yes,
trying.
born to create. Because we're innate creatives.
In the mask.
Activate.
Activate.
In
the mask.
I was gonna say forgive my corniness, but don't. Just accept it.
And the socks, the
Yes,
colors
the
are really
socks came
nice.
out great. Love it.
Damn. Really nice on the color. So that concludes my.
Coach Corey says, that's beautiful. Thank you, Coach Corey. I appreciate it, love. So y'all make sure that y'all follow TikTok at ToyaJ517. That's Coach Toya. And then that also inspired. Also got inspired. That's Ashley on her thing. And Ashley also helped you with TikTok. Now, y'all gotta make sure that y'all support and pay these folks for their time if they're helping you walk through stuff. Come on. Yeah, so I want to make sure that when we do have to take someone off of their schedule, that we make sure we're compensating them, okay? I just love those colors. Thank you, Coach E. Oh, Corey, did you know that template? That template, you already have, I think you were in class for that one. That is, that template is 158, is it? And remember, I posted an all-over version. So 158, we did it as a 13 by 19, but then I also showed you how you could flip it to an all-over shirt. Oh, what's the white stuff on the jig? It is masking tape. So regular old inexpensive masking tape. We use it on the edges of the sleeves and on the bottom of the shirt in order to protect the Teflon from the overprint. Okay, so that's your bleed area there.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to change that out every time you change designs, or else you're probably going to have the bleed color on the inside of the next shirt. Now, I do all of my shirts CMYK hair, so I don't really care whenever there's a little bleed from a previous print into the underside of my next shirt. But I would care if I was doing that for a customer. Thank you. Corey says the colors are amazing. What ink are you using? Y'all chime in.
We
What
are
ink
using Pro Ink.
Pro Ink. And what's the name brand?
True
Colors. So we got the Buddy, we got the True Colors, the jigs, the socks are Innate Lab, the masks are Innate Lab. Just showcasing some products. If there are some projects that you all want to see, oh, look, I'll come on over there for a second. I'll come on over there. So we don't, well, yeah, you're right, so we can get away from this heat. Here, we'll drag it on over here. And then that way we can sign off in the correct way. But y'all see, I was going to show y'all the little wardrobe we're working on over here. That little ladybug got smushed. Oh. But yep, so these are some of the uniforms we're working on right now. So just wanted y'all to see. We ain't playing. We ain't playing over here. Y'all see that? So I want to make sure that y'all are doing the same thing for your brands. I'm not playing. I told y'all 2022 was going to be something different, something new. We're about to get it together, y'all. Okay? So, let's see. I want to make sure, Ashley, you in the shot? Come on closer so we can tell the folks good night. We'll bid them good night. Because I know y'all ready to go home. Y'all been by this heat press all evening. Well, actually all day pretty much. Oh, no, the masking tape. You're literally just going to, sorry, I feel like I'm at a weird angle here. The masking tape is just a roll. Uh-oh. Probably want to have drinks over there. This regular inexpensive masking tape, low tack masking tape, is what you're going to use to line the sleeves and also the bottom hem. All right, yep, so True Colors. And let me show y'all what the True Colors Pro Ink looks like. And Ashley, come on, grab one of those bottles and come on over here and show the people these True Colors. All right, so this is the Pro Ink. It's used for the wide formats. And then if you are doing desktop printing, then we also have True Colors desktop inks. Either way it goes, you want to see your true colors shining through. And that's why we love you, because y'all use True Colors and don't have issues with representation of what you want to print. Anything else y'all have a question about? I need to see before we leave. I think we got y'all. Think y'all got us. Looking at questions here, making sure we're good. And Coach Toya, come on over here. Ashley, come on over. So we can go ahead and bid these folks good night. Come on in, come on in. Yo, they're trying to be shy. Now they just spent all of this time demonstrating for us, showing us what it is. So we're gonna say thank you. Make sure y'all thank. I'm trying to move my hair. I'm like, move my head. I'm like moving it in your way. Okay, Ash, come on in. Okay. Okay. That's it. I think all the links on the page. Yes, and we have some additional links, so we'll be sharing that link with you as well. But we're going to go ahead and let you know that we appreciate you. We love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Peace.